Today, as someone who has been married for 10 years and counting, experienced guru, I am diving into the wild world of relationships to see if we can spot the signs that one is about to or already married to the wrong person. Spending the rest of your life with someone is a huge commitment, and it's not something to take lightly. But despite the gravity of the situation, many people find themselves walking down the aisle with someone who isn't exactly their perfect match. So, what is going on? Why do people marry the wrong person? And how can we avoid making these mistakes? Today, we are going to be answering these questions. I promise you, it will be in your best interest to watch this video till the end because I will be sharing vital information that you have never heard anywhere before. So let's get into it. Number one on the list for me today is major focus on predominant quality of a person. One major challenge with this is that you are blinded to the opposite side of that predominant quality or trait. Every predominant trait has a corresponding weakness, which a lot of people do not consider before getting married. When this corresponding weakness becomes clear in the course of the marriage, one may begin to think that they are married to the wrong person. Let me give you an example. A man who has chosen to marry a strong, courageous, audacious woman may be blinded to the fact that such a woman may be opinionated and most times want to do things her own way, which a man may later term as an unsubmissive woman. My point is that the predominant trait that you admire in a person has a corresponding weakness to it. Consider it properly before getting into marriage. The second reason why you will end up with the wrong partner is not marrying your personality type. You see that statement that a lot of African parents say that marry your opposite or opposite attracts. I want to advise you today not to try it if you do not want to feel married to the wrong person later on. Marry your personality type. Oh. If you are an introvert, marry an introvert. If you are an extrovert, marry an extrovert. Marry someone who you will not be constantly trying to change because it is stressful and it will make you feel like you are married to the wrong person. The flow is different if you are married to your type. There is this ease and pure understanding, even without verbal communication, that happens when you are married to your personality type. The third on the list is not seeing marriage majorly as a service to another person. There are two statements in the Bible that particularly reminds me that marriage is a service to another person. One is, it is not good that a man should be alone. Let us make him a helpmate. And the second one is, man, love your wife, or husbands, love your wife. There are many others, but these two constantly reminds me that marriage is a service. Now, if marriage is a service, consider yourself as someone that has a company or a shop where services are rendered. If you have a customer that complains about your service, what do you do as a good customer service officer? You try to work on your service and not on your customer. You may appeal to your customer for more time and understanding to fix the issue, but ultimately, you will work on your service. Now, see marriage like that. See yourself as a service provider, working on the quality of your service and not on your customer, as you can never change the customer. You can never change your spouse. You can only address issues. You cannot work on a human being, especially without their cooperation. My point here is, as a man or a woman, see marriage as a service to another person. If you do not see it as a service, you will always feel like you are married to the wrong person because you will keep focusing on issues about the other person and not yourself. The fourth on my list today is when you believe that love means accepting the whole of you. If you believe that love is accepting the whole of you, you are going to forever be a candidate to the campaign of I married the wrong person. No one should accept the whole of us. We are human beings and a lot of times appalling, very difficult to live with. We need to understand that we are not perfect and can never be. The demand for perfection will always lead us to loneliness. You can't have perfection and company. To be in company with another person is to be negotiating perfection every day. No one can accept the whole of us. We are flawed. You are most likely going to get a good enough partner, not a perfect one, which is perfect. If you are waiting for someone to accept the whole of you, which can never happen, you will feel like you are married to the wrong person. If at this point you have not subscribed to my channel or liked this video, please do. A lot of you watch my videos but do not subscribe. This is a reminder for you to click the subscribe button now so you can always get a notification when I post my videos. Let's continue. Number 5 on this list is downplaying red flags and dating for less than a year. I have decided to group this as one because personally, I think if you date a person for a year or more before marriage, there is a good chance that you will see most of the red flags available. Now, if you decide to downplay them, later on, you are going to say you are married to the wrong person. This is my personal opinion. I think dating a person for less than a year will not help you see the red flags. If you date for a year or and above, you will see a lot, and then the onus is on you to either investigate it, talk about it, dwell on it while you still can, or ignore it. Anyone in a bad marriage who dated for over a year, if they'll be very honest, they saw the red flags but decided to downplay it, thinking they can change the person. The sixth one will be marrying someone who doesn't communicate. This one is quite straightforward. If you marry or are already married to a person who doesn't communicate their feelings or concerns, you will always feel like you are married to the wrong person. No one is a mind reader. Open your mouth and explain how you feel about an event or an issue. You see those people that are passive aggressive in their communication, they are a big red flag. Run. They are always going to make you feel lost, abandoned, or rejected. A good communicator is a good candidate for a healthy marriage. Seventh on my list is getting married without an understanding that humans evolve over time. It is important to always have it at the back of your mind that humans evolve. I intentionally did not use the word change because even though I know that humans change, my focus here is evolve. You need to understand that people evolve into something bigger than what they already are. For example, a fashionista spouse has the tendency to want a nose ring or a tattoo over time, or tendency to grow and weave their hair in respect to a man. It is a tendency, not necessarily that it must happen, but they are little things to consider at the beginning so you don't end up singing the music of I married the wrong person. The eighth one is getting married before the age of 30 as a woman. This is a very sensitive one, and I hope I can explain it as much as I understand it. At 30, a woman is much more mature, exposed, and understands clearly what is acceptable by her and what her deal breakers are. I personally think that older ladies make better marriages. They are very clear on how they want their lives and how they want their partners to be. The exposure gained in their 20s makes them better people in their 30s. This is not a popular opinion, but this is my opinion. My point, getting married before 30 is great and has so many beautiful benefits, especially when you are married or planning to get married to a kind person. I can tell you that for free. But getting married in your 30s as a self aware individual will help you reduce the risk or feeling like you are married to the wrong person. The ninth one is not marrying a kind person. After all said and done, the only quality, trait, or characteristics that can make you fulfilled and happy in a marriage is a kind soul. And by kindness, I do not mean a people pleaser because there is a difference. A person who is kind to all and not just you is a kind person. A kind partner will always consider you in his or her actions and inactions. A kind partner can never be overemphasized. A kind soul is a healthy soul, very important for a healthy marriage. A person who is not kind will forever be the wrong partner, and one should flee from them. The 10th one today is for you, my viewers. You are all part of this video. Now, put in the comment section the 10th reason why one will be married to a wrong partner. I want to hear and learn from you. After the comment of 3 people, I will put my 10th one. Like I always say, if you enjoyed my video, it means that you are my target audience. So please subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. Have a beautiful week until I see you in my next one. Bye.